Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to the second reaction video I've dropped on this YouTube platform. Welcome to the one and only Mystelics Reacts channel. By the way, guys, I dropped the previous one. That will, of course, the link will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. So definitely check that vibrations out. But welcome to every single one of you guys for tuning into these vibrations. And of course, don't forget, brothers and sisters, to click the thumbs up button and subscribe and turn on that post notification so you can get the latest vibrations. Click subscribe, click the bell, and click all to be notified when I drop on my videos right there, guys. And of course, all the links, don't forget, will be in the first comment in the comment box below, including this very thing that is coming up right there. So let us get into the vibrations for today. Of course, this, brothers and sisters, is something that I was very much a part of last year, and of course, it's back by popular demand. Brothers and sisters, not only including Don Solo Jams presenting the One Calypso. And of course, I remember being a part of the vibrations, and of course, it was definitely dope. Definitely dope, brothers and sisters. Of course, that vibes will be at the Rochdale Center, 16965 137th Avenue, Jamaica. You know that vibrations from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m., brothers and sisters. Let me tell you about it now. I had fun in that regard. Of course, we have the likes of Athenia. She was there. Of course, we had King Dice, Daddy Chess was there, Tasha P was there, Sai was there, and of course, you have a number of others. Of course, Trilogy has made his definite appearance in that regard, and of course, a number of others that you've seen, including the surprise guest artist right there. Of course, JD, well, this is surprise guest. So who is that surprise guest? It'll be interesting to find out. Of course, this is taking place on the 17th in 2 days' time, Saturday, brothers and sisters. Of course, if you want to get more vibrations, you can definitely contact the numbers at the bottom of the screen or email solojams@gmail.com. I had to definitely post it out there, guys. I was supposed to be part of this one, but unfortunately, flights in Dominica does be a tie-up, man. It does be a tie-up, brothers. Oh, my goodness gracious. But of course, it is what it is, guys. And hopefully, I'll be definitely there for the next one. That's come. There's more vibrations that will be coming up, especially for Labor Day weekend. So of course, you guys will definitely look out for your boy, man. Look out for your boy, definitely in that regard right there. So back by popular demand, One Calypso is definitely back in session, and of course, King Dice, man. Yes, man. I just did a reaction of King Dice and Issa Banton on the stage, man, and of course, it was always wonderful to see that vibrations right there. Time for Change was one of the songs. And of course, that is something that is heading to a positive direction. Big up King Dice, 10-time Calypso King. Of course, Tasha P, Daddy Chess, like I indicated, a number of others. And of course, the Swinging Stars Band will be the one rocking the spot right there and then. So guys, definitely tune in for that vibrations. Definitely be there on August 17, 2024 from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. I just had to definitely push this out there for you guys to see. Something that would have been a part of. If it wasn't for the, well, not really the flights, brothers and sisters. Nature, Mother Nature did something to us right there that prevented us from traveling. There was a particular place I had to go first, and you know, the tropical storm does mash up the place. When these kind of things happen, guys, I don't really get angry or these kind of things about it. You know, I don't really do that kind of stuff because I check in, hey, what if you go there and then something actually happened? You know, sometimes, you know, God has a way of doing certain things, you know, to prevent you from, you know. But brothers and sisters, make sure you're part of this here vibrations, August 17, 2024, and of course you can contact the numbers on the screen for more information. Get your tickets, like they indicated right there. Back to original Calypso date right there, brothers and sisters. Anyways, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations that I want to talk about here on DC Vibe, brothers and sisters. And of course, we have something rather interesting. A talking point, I believe, has been stated right there as to what exactly is going on with the youth of Dominica.
Yeah, so we can talk now. We can talk. No.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I'm at the Bayfront, actually. I'm trying to get to the ground to understand.
That person's song like Matt.
Why these young men get themselves deeply involved in drugs. What can you tell me?
Well, first of all, if you're asking me that question, I would say, well, because the economy sucks. You know, the economy sucks, and as a result of the leaders not paying close attention to, you know, the youth, even though they claim that they are paying attention to the youth, you're not really seeing. It's one thing when somebody's saying something versus when somebody is not following what they're saying with actions. There's two completely different things, brothers and sisters. You bludgeon with no action, you just talking, brothers and sisters. So tell them stop their dirty ways right there. So like I just indicated, that is definitely one of them. Especially when you look at different pal reps and they say everything is nice and dandy, bright and creamy, whatever. And then you're trying to find out what have they done for the youth. Absolutely nothing. Tell me if I'm wrong, you know, guys. What has the youth, what has the leaders done for the youth? What? Can any one of you guys tell me when the pal reps came in, oh, make promises, all kind of things during election time because it sounds nice. Doesn't mean they do it. That is something that's constantly been happening election after election after election. They make promises, you're not seeing it coming through. Your reps come to represent you, you know, and they talk about bright and creamy. Nothing bright and creamy in the place that they repping. But the bright and creamy. Anyways, brothers and sisters, let's continue right there.
Well, to my understanding, with most of the guys I know that smoking drugs, a lot of them start using drugs because of frustration.
Exactly. There's no activities there to put them to work. The youth are just there standing stagnant, wondering what's going on. And it is interesting that they tend to go into things that they should not be going in because they're trying to make a little living for themselves. As a young man, brothers and sisters, you tend to wonder, boy, how am I going to make? I want to have my own house. I want to have my own ride and this kind of things there. The economy is not conducive for this. So what do you think is going to happen? It's going to translate, hey, okay, well, maybe I can go and do this so I can get a little extra money. I can make a money and maybe do exactly what I want to happen in my life. Have my house and my vehicles and whatever you. Not true. Feed my family and so forth and so forth.
And bad influence, you understand? Because a lot of them, they say weed is the healing of the nation, but weed is the gateway drug.
That's true. That's true. I cannot deny that, because a lot of people, when they want to get that extra oomph in them, they say, oh, the economy cannot help me there. That cannot help me right now. I need something stronger. Interesting.
Addiction. Some start smoke weed and then they want a higher high, they choose crack.
I just say that, Dewi. I just say that, Dewi boy.
Well, in my situation, I started smoking weed, and I was tricked into smoking crack by a man that's smoking crack. They mix it with the weed, and they pass it for me how much times, and I had no idea. Like a friend of mine used to be there, he himself was smoking it, and I didn't know he's smoking it. And
be careful of the company you keep, brothers and sisters. Be careful of the company you keep.
After, you know, he come and confess to me.
You were not on hard drugs.
No, I didn't just choose to wake up this morning and say I'm going to buy a pack of cocaine. You check, and that, I meet a lot of guys today, even young girls. Man, it is shocking in Dominica now.
So you see girls in that too?
My brother, it is shocking in Dominica now. There are certain gates, they call them, in Rusu. Some school children I just see go in there when they come out school. You know, and it's not just crack that in Dominica now, yeah? It have meth. You know, in Dominica have meth. Powder. A lot of young people on powder right now.
So why the officials apparently don't know about this? The officials don't know about this? It's interesting when I think of these guys. I'm thinking of that partner, Suki. Suki, that's his name? The partner came out with this kind of songs and stuff and was going St. Martin and all those kind of places. He was once on the cocaine. I don't know if he leave it or something, but you know, when it comes down to actually helping him, he couldn't find help in Dominica. He couldn't find help to the point where you hear the Prime Minister using their own words about I had a poor breakfast and using their words. What have you done to help him? It's interesting correlating to the youth now, brothers and sisters, where more people are frustrated. There's literally no help in Dominica. What do you think is going to happen? Isn't that a breeding ground for chaos of the youth? Yeah.
You know, I telling you, Matt, we need a solution in terms of the government have to think right now to make a rehabilitation center. We need that in Dominica. ASAP.
I just said that. It doesn't have that in Dominica. So what are these powers that are doing to help alleviate the youth? Or is it intentional for the youth? Brothers and sisters, in this day and age, when you look around the world, you tend to wonder if the leaders really care about the people there. Really, do they really care? They willfully destroying the economy. As destroying the economy, brothers and sisters, do you pay the price for it? Do you think it's not intentional? If you destroy the economy, willfully, intentionally destroying the economy, don't you think that this is something that is willfully being done? Huh? This is not intentional, guys. I find it really strange. Now they are moving to something else because they want something stronger than the cocaine.
Appears that you want to get all of the drugs.
If it had a rehabilitation center in Dominica today, right now, I would walk in there and tell them I need help. You know, I want, crack is a thing. When I wake up in the morning, I willing not to smoke. But certain time of the day, the cravings hitting me. And when the cravings hit me, Matt,
you want it. You want to feel that umph again. You want to escape reality.
I have to find a way to buy a piece of cocaine.
Trust me. Isn't that the same thing Suki if that is his name, was saying when he was in the thing for quarantine. A chicken boy, I say, I done with that. I done with that, boy. As soon as he get up, he checking he done with that. By time nightfall, he gone again. The addiction, brothers, you know how powerful addiction is? Addiction, we boy. Boy, you mad. And to win you off that, they have to brainwash you guys to win you off this kind of things there. Bit by bit. Say, but it doesn't crave it as much until it goes bit by bit away. It is easy to take it, much more difficult to get off it. And you look at the societies in Dominica and you wonder what are they doing to alleviate the youth from being a part of this? You can only hope and pray that your parents do a good job. Brothers and sisters, sometimes you don't even have good parents. Just because you have mother and father mean they're good, you know. Sometimes you don't even have good parents, brothers and sisters, to keep you off this. They say, hey, you can do better of yourself or wonder. Sometimes they don't even care. The parents are just trying their best to see if they can survive. Boy, that is a trouble in Dominica, boy. I wonder if people doesn't know cause and effect, boy. What happens now, 10 years down the road? What will happen then? Because of now, the decisions that are made now. We have leaders that don't care about the people and they still, boy, one day you must wake up here. But I fearful by the time you wake up, it'll be too late. That is the thing right there. Sometimes you're telling people, brothers and sisters, hey, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. This, that, be mindful, people laughing. What nonsense you saying? They can't remind you of Noah. It's interesting, the great book says there's nothing new under the sun. And I don't think of days of Noah when Noah was warning these people of the great flood. What nonsense you saying? What crap you saying there? Boy, you saying there, we? the flood to come now. Brothers and sisters, he warning people time and time over time again. Until it's too late. Then people will tell you they wish they listen. I think that is the fault. I feel a little cooler when I say that. I feel cooler, guys. Because sometimes you warn people, don't go down there. Don't go down there. You will end up in problems. Don't go down there. If they had only listened. But they say, no, I know better than you, man. I know better than you. Boy, really something. Humans are really, really something else here.
Beg of $5.
Yes,
and for them I smoke that piece. Like I come back normal. I feel into work.
So how many times a day you take that?
Boy, sometimes I carry book. Sometimes when I don't have money,
that means this stuff is readily available for you to take. It's much more readily available than jobs. Boy.
Dealers in Roseau right now, they're giving don't have so much drugs. So much smoking right now.
A lot of dealers too?
A lot of dealers. Well, the place have plenty drugs, but plenty dealers. You know, them man giving you cocaine for nothing, and when they give you the stone, you have to buy by them for the day.
Because they know they might give it to you for free in the beginning. Once they give it to you for free in the beginning or for very cheap in the beginning, it gives you that craving. So you'll do whatever it takes. If you have to go and steal, if you have to go and do whatever, brothers and sisters, just so you can get the money somewhere, so you can get that high. Boy.
Giving it to you for free. Look at they call it open eyes. They open in your eyes, and whoever dealer that open your eyes, you have to continue buying for the day. So right now we're in a problem. We're in a serious problem in Dominica, brother. And
you have to be mindful, brothers and sisters. Sometimes people you might feel like they have your good. You might feel they have good intentions for you, brothers and sisters. Be mindful, yeah. Be mindful. I have to say, parents, be mindful where you send your children. You might say, oh, is their friend, man? You know the parents. You know the parents of that friend. You know who they are. You know the kind of persons that they are. Next thing, they give your child something to drink and your child mess up for the rest of their life. Be mindful, brothers and sisters. Be mindful.
But
with that drug business.
You're one who have always told me that you need help.
I need help. You know, I went to different institutions for help. I went to the government for help. I live in Roseau. And Melissa promised us she will do something for us.
Well, that is where you go wrong. When Melissa then make promise, you bet, boy.
I still waiting, you know, my brother.
You will wait your entire life for Melissa them. Melissa, you think they care about the people? You watching them go parliament to talk about the people's business and they dress up with all sorts of brand clothing, brothers and sisters. Some trying their best to see if they can mimic Melissa. They can't do it, brothers. They cannot, you know, because Melissa, them have the moolah. You see it? Coming in dressed all kind of clothing, brothers and sisters, all kind of things to come to talk about the people's behalf, the very people that they have made poor. Interesting how it is.
I still waiting for her to open some kind of a center because not just me, there are a lot of women, young women, grown-up women, young men that tell me, boy, I want to stop, you know, but the help, and I know about the cravings, man. I know about the cravings.
The cravings, that is the problem, you know, brothers and sisters. The cravings. Making you do once. You can sell your own house. But boy,
cravings not easy. When you see we get the cravings in the morning, that is what drives 90 or even 100% of users to smoke. You know?
So you need to have that high.
We need to have that high.
And it's interesting when you look at the scientific part of it, brothers and sisters. If you just stop, take that can kill you, that can take you out, dude. That can take your life, you know, brothers and sisters. Because your body needs that kind of thing that it never felt before. They just take you out of that, brothers and sisters. Not for everybody, eh? But a lot of people, if you just decide to stop, I stopping that. Gasa. Boy, you mad.
We don't have that high, we're not normal. But under the high, we're not normal. The high trying to let us believe we will be normal. But the body, cocaine does a thing, it captures the mind. You know, because when I was in Antigua and I went to Crossroad, I trying to let us believe we will be normal. But the body, cocaine does a thing, it captures the mind. You know, because when I was in Antigua and I went to Crossroad, I learned it captures the mind. It's a disease. It takes over a certain portion of the mind and
it kind of damages the brain.
It damages the, we cannot think straight.
Yeah, I think it damages some part of the cells and stuff. The cells that are responsible for proper thinking or something. Man, I tell you, that brain, that boy, yeah. You see that brain inside our head?
You know, we need to...
No man can know to manipulate the brain. Do things, send boy, humans don't know. Humans have no clue how wicked other human beings can be. Mankind don't even have to touch you now to affect you. So what they do in the television now, brothers and sisters. It's interesting that I always talk about these things, and I wonder why I'm not so programmed like other people, boy. And I check and I don't have a television by me. I don't have television by me, brothers and sisters. But I have social media. You can be programmed by social media, but I actually like to do my research and find out the facts and stuff. So it's interesting when you look at things, brothers and sisters. Be mindful. They call it television program. And the program is there to program you.
On medication, because when you go to the rehab, they put you on medication for the first week, 2 weeks, you know, to get that cocaine business out of your system.
Somebody was making an important thing, as he mentioned the hospital right there, brothers and sisters. Somebody mentioned the beds in apartments or in hotels, right? And he said, why do you think the beds are there? You think a hotel builds its businesses just so you can occupy 10% of the hotel? No. They want you, if you want to do better and best, the hotels, if you really care, you'll try your best to see if you can get 100% occupancy. True or false? That's good for business. Not true. What do you think the hospital beds are there for? The hospital beds. You think they are there to stay empty? Sometimes you wonder if the healthcare system is really there to care for the health. But brothers and sisters, as somebody broke it down, it's not healthcare, it's sick care that they... It's not healthcare, it's sick care. Tune into the podcast I'll be dropping on Sunday, guys. It's sick care, not healthcare. Why? Because healthcare, you have to be healthy. The healthcare is not for you to be in the hospital. That's when you get sick. You go to the hospital when you get sick. And sometimes the hospital making you more sick because it's prescribing things to you. Hey, that solved that problem, but making something else go wrong. So you're in the hospital, it's going up and down, brothers and sisters. Sometimes it's sick care they're giving us in the hospital. Keep that in mind.
You know, so it's not just, a lot of people say, oh, if you want to stop, you can stop. There are people who did it through the grace of God. But there are people who need medication.
True.
To help them stop.
How much money you spend and what would you do to get that crack?
Matt, I wash in vehicles. Sometimes for the day, maybe over 100. Sometimes if I don't have money.
Really?
Yeah, not every day. Not every day. You know, sometimes I don't get no vehicle to wash.
I wonder if that same thing applies to Skerritt's them $45,000 for fish. I was having a conversation yesterday. And them man just can't believe that Skerritt would say such a thing. They cannot believe. Man say you push the envelope maybe 15,000 and you have to share that amongst several people. When Skerritt come in parliament and say $45,000 for a fish. Per day. Not for a fish, no, but for fishes. Per day. The Prime Minister of a country come in and tell you that. Dominica don't even have markets in Miami to be doing those things. Nothing of that sort. 45,000. Where they would have buying it? Per day. Same sentiment here. Same thing. You do whatever it takes. Whatever money, get money and just try to. 100, the man just admit. You say 100, yeah, already. You say not every day, some days you getting 0. But Skerritt, no, you getting 45 a day.
So days I don't get no people to wash. The deals will pass on bike, they'll pass in the car, and they'll tell me, go and say, look up for tomorrow, but I must, if they give me a 50 and I do pay tomorrow, it come in 100. So I have to find a way to give them
that. But it can
50.
become dangerous.
But the amount of people I know, the amount of, right now in Rose don't have so much disappearance.
Boy, the amount of people, I say the amount of people he owes. Boy, but people stay away from this thing there for me, please. Stay away from these things for me, please. You see, it's the gateway drug, the Mary Jane. Be mindful that everybody will be falling for that trap. Don't get me wrong, But who knows if you will be the one falling for the trap and then ending up into something else you should not be in because you want a high, you want to feel high, you want to get a higher high, man, and you want to get the highest of heights, man. You want to fly, use a bird, You Superman, brothers and sisters, while you're still on the ground. It's all in your brain, brothers and sisters. Be mindful. Stay away.
I don't want to talk too much because crackheads and what they call them paro. Those just disappear also. On one hand, I can count over 10 paros I know that does disappear. Man and woman that does disappear. Who steal dealers' crap and they disappear. Who take dealers' drugs and they could not pay, they disappear. It's a dangerous business.
Because you have to get it so you can feel that high. To escape reality, man. To escape that Skerritt them has put on Dominica. That's one of the first things the man say, the frustration of the economy.
A dangerous business, but asking God to guide and protect me and take me out of that crack cocaine business world.
You need help.
I need help. I need help. No.
And the interesting thing is, guys, contact Matt, no, please. Matt, that is the one that is doing the interview there. If you can help him, if you guys can help, let me know. I will link you guys to Matt to see if Matt can link up to this person. If there's a possibility, you guys can help him also. It's the Mystelics family always coming through. So whoever can help, hopefully one of you guys who actually can help will see this video and not skip the other one. But definitely check this one out right there, guys. But I think it's very sad, man. When you look at the youth and where they're going, there's nothing for the youth. Nothing for the youth, brothers and sisters. NEP out there is best the youth leave. You cannot create a career in Dominica. What career you can create in Dominica? Huh? What career? I was talking to a girl the other day, and the girl talking about certain things. She's in charge of a team. She was in Dominica before. Now she's overseas in another Caribbean island, in a smaller Caribbean island that is doing vastly better than Dominica. Making the US dollars, doing her thing. I was very proud of her. And then looking and seeing how Dominicans, you can't, not even in the bank you can create a career. Not even in the bank. Well, let me just say, the majority of people that work in the bank cannot create a career. Being a teller in the bank is not a career. And then when they don't have nothing to do, brothers and sisters, and they feel frustrated, they bored, they say, what my parents used to say something back in the day. Idle hands are Satan's tools. Yeah. And you idle. You're trying to, hey, try this now, try this. They hook you on that. You gone. Brothers and sisters, sometimes you have to thank your parents for how they raised you. Because things could have been far worse for you. Sometimes you don't care if your mother and your father, you don't agree with your mother, your father, whatever, brothers and sisters. But the mere fact that you did not get taken up by the streets, especially that these things were wrong, I think that is success right there. Once you have your mind on your head, success that day. We thank them for that right there, brothers and sisters. Anyways, what are your thoughts on this, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. Definitely check the links as well. I definitely dropped another vlog, so you guys can definitely check that out as well. I would appreciate if you guys do so. And of course, with that said, guys, click the thumbs up button. Click the thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and definitely click the bell so you'll be notified when I drop all my videos right there. And then it's about Mystelics once again, guys. Be real, salute the king, be positive.